I chose a speaker who I thought could speak to all of my graduates because he has been in business for himself now for some time. He's been in the beauty business, specifically for nail care, for about 30 years, correct? And he is the owner, creator of Valentino Beauty Pure. And you will see his product shortly, but it has been voted Product of the Year by 2 different magazines this year. He was voted Product of the Year for the Reader's Choice Award, the Nail Pro magazine, and the Nails magazine. So cosmetologists, I think before you leave here today, you want to make a good contact. You come over here and shake a firm handshake and get to know this man. Because he is very successful in the field of cosmetology, specifically because we know cosmetologists, you are studying hair, skin, and nails. So without further ado, I'd like to bring to you Mr. David D. Lorenzo.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I would like first to start to say thank you to the Beyonce School of Cosmetology and the Phoenix Career Academy. Joan, Lynn, Audrey Davis, and also Hilda Rivera. I know each year the Phoenix House helps thousands of residents return to their communities as responsible, productive citizens. When I was asked to come here and to speak to you, I didn't know where exactly to start. I said to myself, so, speak about you, since I started from the bottom. Yes, I'm a former hairdresser. My father was a barber. We never had any means. But I never noticed because we had each other. And my father always said, never stop believing in yourself. You can accomplish anything in this world as long as you give it your all. The person who works the hardest wins, and you are all winners. I have 7 simple lessons you must have in your life to be successful. Hard work and humility. Why today's young Americans are more confident, assertive, entitled, and more miserable than ever before. We all forgot about hard work and how to stay humble. Number 2 is to be passionate. Do what you love, even if you don't love it every day. Know your own strengths and weaknesses. In other words, look at yourself honestly. Understand your passions, your skills, your temperament, and your limitations. Number 3 would be persistence. Set a goal and stick to it. Persistence is being creative, and being persistent is even better. However, don't get too annoying because you're walking a fine line. But push. If you don't knock on the door, you're not going to succeed. Resilience. You must be prepared to reach down deep and find the inner fortitude you need after disappointments, big and small, and the painful lessons that are an inevitable part of life. Look, guys, I'm speaking to the young students. In life, the road is tough, but if you work hard and you really believe what you're doing, you will be successful. It's not going to happen overnight. Don't think it does. Unless you hit the lottery, that's another story. But then you better know business because you're the first ones who are going to lose that money. Be fearless. Have the courage to take the risks. Go with no guarantees and get out of the comfort zone. Push yourself to be successful. Don't listen to the next guy. Say, don't worry about it, let's go get a beer. Push. Michael Jordan became Michael Jordan because he did not say, let's go to the club. He practiced and practiced and practiced, and until he made himself, he willed himself to be successful. Service. Service is better than selfishness. Help others, and you'll see how you'll be a better person for it. finally, find the joy. Life is made of moments. Appreciate the little events in your life. Now let me tell you where I get my inspiration. It was my father. It was a father speaking to his son in the Rocky IV movie. I always reminded myself to read this whenever I'm down, so I can inspire my own family. And believe me, there are a lot of times that I am down, because life throws everything at you. It is believing in oneself. It's not how hard you get hit, it's how hard you can take the hit. Life will throw you a lot of curves. It can be physical or mental. Challenges or setbacks will be plentiful in your life. The people who are able to rise up and surpass everyone else are the ones who know how to handle these situations. How will you react the next time you get knocked out? You going to complain? Or will you get ready for the next challenge? The choice you make will determine the outcome of your life. And you're doing it. And you took the first step in believing in yourself. So I commend you for doing that. Now this is for the hairdressers, because I thought you have chosen to work in a wonderful profession. As long as you keep an open mind and willingness to learn, you'll do just fine. You must knock on doors until your knuckles bleed. Doors will slam in your face, and you must pick yourself up. You dust yourself off and knock again. It is the only way to achieve your goals. And finally, in conclusion, always reach for the stars. And don't quit in the face of adversity. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. If you want it, you go and get it. You can make the difference not only to your family and friends, but to yourself. And this is a saying, it's a little motto that's in my office and it's in my home, and I always carry it around. Never, never, never give up. No matter who tells you you can't do it, you can. Believe me, I had nothing. I was from a blue-collar town. My father was, again, a barber. We had a steak. It was a not even a slice steak. It was the ground chuck or whatever it was. Maybe once every 2 months, because my father could not afford to put steak on the table. I made up for it. But what I did was, and you say, why am I here tonight? Well, because this hit home to me 10 years ago, to my own family. And I believe in rehabilitating people to get better. Especially if we all, since I am not a white-collar man, you need your education and continuous education. You're leaving the nest. If you're in trouble, call the teachers up. These are nice people. I'm sure you know better than I do, because I really just got to know them tonight. But I can tell I'm a good judge of character. All of you have to learn business. I don't care if you learn the technical skills, but what about the business end? So don't think you're a fancy manicurist, a fancy hairdresser, a colorist, a plumber, or electrician. You still have to know the other side of the ledger, which is money. You have to know that terminology. If you don't understand it, you're going to fail. And if you think I'm a wise guy saying this, no, I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. Because I learned the hard way. I didn't have the education of a Harvard graduate. I went to the School of Hard Knocks. And when you make mistakes in today's society, it costs a lot of money. And you're going to be able to know how to get it. You have to know how to speak to an accountant, a lawyer, and what type of a lawyer and accountant, depending on the field that you're in, that can help you. That's your two best friends in business, is to know who your mentors are going to be. And if you don't know them, you better get one and find out. You know, I say this, and I lecture to the nail techs, and I ask them, let me ask you a question, ladies. If you're going to go in business, Who are the two most important people you're going to speak to? Is it your girlfriend, your boyfriend, mommy and daddy? No. And everybody says, oh, it's my girlfriend, oh, it's my boyfriend, and I spoke to my teacher. Well, good. She driving a Mercedes? No. You need to get the best lawyer for your business. You need to get the best accountant. And I'm saying to the young people back there, for one day, if you have aspirations of becoming a business person, you better know this. Because in this world, the landlord doesn't care about you. The landlord cares about one thing. You got to give him the check. You don't give him the check on time, out. And if you don't pay on time, what about your own home and your own bill? So I'm not here to lecture. I'm just saying this to the young people out there. Don't make the mistake that a lot of people have, because life is going to come at you real hard. And this is a beautiful world. If you're happy and successful, this is a wonderful place. But it also could be terrible also. It's up to you. I commend you. You took the right steps. And God bless you. And I also have one more thing.